Hey, welcome back to another week of TSM Destroys the World. Oh, wait, TSM lost to Phoenix 1. Well,
In typical TSM fashion.
typical TSM. Murder all the good teams and then lose to one of the crappy teams. But you know what? Now the pressure is off them. Now they can destroy everyone without feeling bad. The matchup I want to see this week is Immortals versus TSM. That's going to be the fun matchup to watch, and hope it goes to 3 games. But then it's good for entertainment, but if they go to 3 games, it's bad for fantasy points. Anyways, welcome to an...
Unless all 3 games are slugfests.
Yes. Well, if the first 2 games are slugfest, then I'll be happy. But actually, I don't have any TSM or Immortals player anymore. Anyways, so welcome to the penultimate episode of the split. I assume we're doing one more wrap-up episode before we call everything quits.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is like leading up to week 9, which is going to be the last week of actual scoring in fantasy, unless you're playing the ESPN one, which I think does the playoffs as well. But anyways, if you're playing just a retail one, then welcome to week 9, which is the pre-week 9, which is the almost end of the split. And yes, we are all in and we talk about fantasy LCS. My name is Max and I'm a feeder, and I have not been playing Pokemon Go, but I have been playing Overwatch. I have not been playing League of Legends.
My name is Dan. I have not been playing Overwatch. I have not been playing League of Legends. I have not been watching League of Legends, but I've been catching a lot of Pokemon.
Alright, I guess might as well kick Dan out and just turn this into a solo show. This was actually one of the weeks where I paid attention to most of the matches, especially the ones in NA, because I didn't go out this weekend. I just stayed at home and I was playing Overwatch on one monitor and I had the league stream on the other one. So I actually managed to catch, well, technically half the games because, yeah, there's like 2 streams. But anyways, what happened this week? TSM lost, which is probably the biggest news, and they lost to Phoenix 1 at that.
That's what I heard.
In addition to losing the Phoenix 1, they lost to a Rengar, which was one-shotting everyone and their mothers.
Doesn't it kind of remind you of that the Korean girl that got killed by Rengars?
Yes, I actually didn't tune into the TSM stream because I just assumed it was going to be a murder with like TSM and P1, but then it was a murder game 1, and then TSM got murdered game 2 and 3. In game 2 by the Rengar, and then game 3 they actually had to ban it, which was pretty funny. I guess they didn't have a solution to it, and they didn't want to run like a gazillion comp or something. But anyways, in other news, holy crap, C9. All right, let's look at the stats for C9.
C9. I know Sneaky got a penta.
Sneaky got a penta, Jensen got a quadra.
Yeah. Meteor scored really well.
Yep.
Everyone scored really well, to be honest.
Alright, let's see. Total points. Jensen with 120, Sneaky with 105, Impact with 91, Smoothie with 86, which is astronomical for a support, and Meteos with a mediocre 80. Jeez.
Smoothie was
that is
I've been saying Smoothie has been playing really well in the limited games that he has, and
yeah,
I was thinking that Bunny Fufu should have stopped playing a lot sooner than he did.
I've always said free Bunny Fufu. Wait, okay. Breaking news. The person with TSM Exodia has logged on. Let me add him to the call. Hey Zisha, how does it feel like to lose? I can't hear you.
Can't hear you at all.
Oh, you rage quit. All right. Anyways, so C9 scored really well, and if you have anyone from C9, you should be very, very, very happy. Let's see how well their team scored. The team scored 68 points, which is pretty mediocre, but I'll take it.
Can you hear me now?
Hey Zisha, how does it feel like to lose?
I don't even know what's going on anymore. My life is a lie.
The Rengar 12-2.
It's the rise of the
it
Phoenix
still
One.
change?
Rengar
Does it
12 and
tilt you?
2. I was. You know what? He managed to single-handedly turn TSM to actual solo queue trash. So I'm more impressed than anything.
This was
Yeah,
all foreshadowed when Max beat you. When Max beat Zisha in Fantasy, that was a foreshadowing.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's the rise of the
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, it was downhill from there. But it's okay.
Yo.
TSM doesn't play P1 anymore, right?
Yep. Now I'm
17 and 0 the dream.
Exodia. Now the real Exodia now.
Yeah, the reason I didn't win is because I didn't even have true TSM Exodia, and God had to punish me for that. I mean, Weldon had to
Yeah.
punish me for that.
You were close. So yeah, now you're facing Tim. You can't lose to Tim because if you lose to Tim, Tim is going to win the league.
Will it?
Yeah, I know. This is
Actually, maybe not because
I
with
thought
the
it was gonna
tiebreaker
come
you
down
have
to
more points than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, actually, you
that's
know what?
true.
Zisha has clinched the first seed.
Pretty much, unless somehow.
Don't say that. I'll get like 200 points next week, and Tim will get like 800.
Yeah, if Tim gets
Somehow.
a shit ton of points, then he
Watch.
can still win. But what are the chances?
Okay, well, we'll get to standings later. Let's finish talking about stuff to talk about. Okay, Splice looking pretty solid. I guess we touched on the Splice Exodia. Interestingly, the highest scorers on Splice, which is usually Senkux and Kabi, Senkux scored really terribly considering they went 4-0 this week. He only scored like 52 points. But you know what? Okay, I guess if you were running Kabi, sorry, my bad. Kabi, if you're running just Kabi this week, then you'd be pretty disappointed because 52 points is very low for like a 4-0 week, especially from an ADC. But I had like every single person and their mothers from Splice. So I had a pretty okay week. I mean, ideally, Kabi and Mickey scores more, but then, I beat Chris, so whatever. I'm pretty happy.
Who would have thought, actually? Do you remember Splice last season? Last split?
Yeah, they almost got relegated.
They barely avoided getting sent to relegations.
Yeah, and everyone's like happy for them because they were like the new kids on the block. They're like, we're gonna make a good org, and everyone's like, yeah, Splice didn't get relegated. Go kids! And now they're like winning.
Yep.
Which is more than you can say for.
Are they second right now or third?
I guess this
still?
week it was mostly wins in EU.
They are solid second. I think they clinched second.
Oh shit! What happened
Yeah.
to Fnatic?
They went like 0-4
They
last
tied
week,
a
and they went like
bunch of
1-3 this
games.
week.
Man, Fnatic. What happened?
Yeah, Fnatic dropped the ball. But yeah, Splice looking pretty solid. They have games where they score astronomical, and there are games where they don't score that much. And this is one of the games, like one of the weeks where they didn't score that much. They're reminiscent of CLG last split, where they rarely do things turn into a slugfest, but they very methodically score very well. All right, okay, yeah, that's all the stuff I have to talk about. What do you guys have to add other than TSM getting Vanguard?
I can't believe TSM got Rengar.
I didn't watch any of the games. I was busy celebrating. Enjoying
Happy belated.
life. Thank you.
Look, Zisha even gave you the free win.
Yeah.
TSM
Free
gave you the
win.
free win.
I picked TSM so that you could have the free win.
Yep, calculated.
Yeah, I was just busy, just having fun and getting high.
Nice.
It's a good way to spend it.
Getting high off of life.
Yeah, high off of Pokemon. So yeah, I have nothing to add. I don't know,
Okay.
Zisha, did you watch any games? Anything to point out?
I watched the TSM Phoenix 1-1s, and then I just went to kill myself until 5 minutes ago.
I just
Sorry
remember.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Sorry that you don't want to be a fantasy league player. You just want to play Pokemon Go. Give up life. I'll catch a ho-oh. Phoenix won you.
I just remember.
There's only the first 151, so can't
Track
get the
Zero was the
ho
closest
ho
thing.
even if we wanted.
Tumultuous.
Hmm?
But yeah, I logged in on Friday just to check, and I saw my score. I was like, "Holy shit! My whole team did well." I was like, "What the hell happened here?"
Okay, this week for me was what? Fnatic lost high, TSM lost win.
Dan, you were this close to scoring like 600 points, but you had Spraddle on your team.
Instead of.
I don't know. You should have like traded Smoothie. I dropped a bunch of supports. You should have picked up one of them.
I don't know. I just believe in
You should have
Spraddle
picked up
for some
Smoothie.
reason.
Smoothie scored like 86 points.
I
You could have
should've.
like eclipsed 600.
I didn't know you dropped him.
No, I told you I dropped him when I picked up Celeste Exodia. I dropped everyone.
Oh, did you? I did pay
Yeah.
attention.
You might as well
But-
pick up Smoothie now.
I should have had.
Actually, don't
should've-
pick up Smoothie now.
Zisha's picking up Smoothie. But
Did I pick him up?
I should have had Impact in. I knew fucking Huni was a bad idea.
What, guy scored 81 points.
Yeah, but Impact scored 91 points.
Yeah, no, I think Spraddle was a bad idea.
Probably. But whatever, I still won. That's all that matters.
Yep. It's okay. Because you beat TSM. That's why I'm proud to wear the TSM jersey right now.
TSM. TSM.
Alright. Guess
All
we'll
right.
move on.
Let's move on to our league results. So week 8. First match was Peel for me versus Phoenix One Please. Me versus Z. Pretty happy that I beat Zisha. Yeah, everyone did good, even the team. Perks finally had a really good week. Trick played really well. Wild Turtle, Huni did pretty solid. I can't really complain about Huni. He was the second best top laner, but he wasn't the best. The best was on my bench.
Yeah, complain about Spraddle.
Yes, Spraddle is, I don't know. Ugh, disaster.
Okay. I
should have
remember
had X
before
specials.
like, yeah, that week before I faced Zisha, the week where I beat Zisha, I was like, you know what, I'm losing this week anyway, so I'm just gonna like look at the stats. You can see who's consistently scoring well, and the people scoring consistently well was Splice and Shulker. And I was like, should I pick up Shulker players or should I pick up Splice players? And I was like, I think Splice is an easier week next week, so I'm gonna pick up all the Splice players.
But you wouldn't have been able to get Spraddle anyways. I had him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would have had to drop him for you.
I would have traded you Adrian for Spraddle for the Spraddle Exodia. I mean the Shulker Exodia.
I would have taken that.
Exodia 4.
Even Fnatic did bad though, like not just TSM. It's Fnatic too.
Yeah, Fnatic dropped the ball. There's Fnatic dropping the ball these like past 2 weeks.
Well, Fnatic is the EU TSM.
Yep. Maybe Yellow Star's cancer.
Didn't they replace? Oh yeah, their top lane is Kikis now.
Yep.
So maybe that has something to do with it. Still chemistry, working it out. But next match.
Nah, Spirit just has to stop being sad.
Yeah.
We have Max versus Chris. And this was a pretty close game, actually.
It was a bit nerve-wracking for me because, like, basically my week was over by Friday because I had all Splice and I have Expect,
Right.
and it came down to whether Cloud9 the team and Afromoo can deliver, and Afromoo did deliver but didn't deliver
Yeah,
that
Ray.
much. Mhm. Yeah, but Ray was facing like Immortal, so I wasn't that worried.
I had a pretty solid week though. I thought somebody was as close as I was, but match 3. Randomly, Steph has a really good week too. At the same
Oh,
time,
I wonder why.
at the
I
same
wonder
time,
why.
At the same time, Tim's team did really bad. So,
I mean, two triples, a quadra, and a penta.
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, so
beastly. Pretty much got carried by Sneaky and Jensen, but even
Yep.
for Tim's team, like he had the lowest scoring game
yeah,
of the
I've
week.
been telling him to drop all the Vitality players. He's not listening to me.
I think Spraddle did better than him. Yeah, he did
Did better than Kasing, yeah.
by 2 points. That's
Yep.
like a 1 assist, and but yeah, Team Envy has been doing really shit since she picked them up. Team Envy just like
I
fell off
baited her
the
into
face of
picking
the
it up.
earth.
Hey, at least they have a super easy week, right?
Yep,
This week?
they have super easy week next week.
Final week.
They like fell off the face of the earth. They figured it out.
People just kind of figured them out.
Yeah, stop Seraph. Stop Seraph. Beat Envy.
Stop boxing.
Alright, let's go into our standings, the league standings. Not much really changed.
Oh, this is.
We have.
But this is interesting because,
What's interesting?
well, like Zisha has pretty much clinched first, win or lose.
Mhm.
So if he wins, he's first. If he loses, he's still gonna be first because
Right.
he probably has a tiebreaker over Tim.
Yeah.
And with me and you, it will really, like, I will have to beat you plus outscore you by at least 35 points in order to get third.
But you know I'm gonna be second. I'm gonna beat you,
Oh, actually,
and then I'm gonna beat
this is
Tim as
interesting.
well.
Yeah. So yeah, if you beat me, which is actually pretty likely, you will get second and Tim will get third. But if you lose to me, then you will be fourth.
If you beat
Unless
me by
you
30
yeah
something.
no yeah unless
than
I beat you, but just like
Barely.
unless I beat you in under 30 points, then you win the tiebreaker.
Right.
And
So-
then
So for me,
Stephen-
I
Stephen
have a lot of
Chris.
room to move.
yeah.
Steph and Chris are tied with you guys too, so
Yeah, so if I lose, I'm gonna drop to like 5.
yeah. Are they playing each other this week?
They are playing each other.
Huh?
They are playing each other. Yes.
Okay, let's go into the next week. Let's see, matchups. Week 9. Okay, so the matches: myself versus Max. You're keeping Spliceodia.
Yep.
I still kept Spraddle in my lineup, and I'm putting Fox in instead of
given-
Meteos.
They have like a medium difficult week. Giants is doing really well.
Yeah, and I don't really like the best of 2, but realistically, like, I don't think it makes a big difference, best of 2 or best of 3.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm just looking at your week, and I think TSM and Immortals could potentially. Oh, bitch! You picked up Hooney. Anyways, I just noticed that. I think TSM and Immortals might even out. Like they might neutralize each other.
Mhm.
Like one win, one loss. And then I think G2 is definitely gonna slaughter Fnatic. So I think G2 is gonna score really well. And then Shulker, I think they would probably tie with Giants and probably beat Vitality.
You think Schalke tie with
But I wouldn't be
Giants?
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they tie with Vitality.
I just changed my
Interesting
lineup.
record. Yep.
Let me
Put in my
refresh my
smoothie.
lineup for you guys.
Yep. Put in Smoothie. No big deal.
Hopefully Fox does good. I'm believing in Fox this week. He's been on my bench the entire season. It's time for him to shine. Let's see what else
I'm pretty sure I dropped like Knight as well. You could probably pick up Knight. He's probably a safer bet.
No, I believe in Fox. Based on my one game statistics and my predictions.
Okay, whatever you say.
Alright.
Should I put Spirit or Sunstar into my flex?
Yes. You have Sunstar. You're thinking of Spirit?
I've been running Spirit like the past like 6 weeks.
You can probably murder with Sunstar this week.
Yeah,
I think Giants is gonna forward their week.
I think Sunstar is due for a pentakill.
I'll do it. I'll do it just because Fnatic is like saving their energy for playoffs or something.
Yep. You have nothing to lose. Even if you lose this week, you win the tiebreaker.
Hold on.
Or it's very likely for you to win the tiebreaker.
If Zisha loses...
Very likely.
If Zisha loses, what does that put him at? It's 5-3. Right?
No,
oh wait, no.
6-3.
Oh, 6-3.
Yeah, 6-3. And Tim is going to be 6-3 as well. But Zisha is at least 230 points ahead of Tim. So unless Zisha gets murdered by 230 points, which is impossible, then...
For a second, I thought I had a
even
chance.
Dirty Hobo didn't lose by 230.
I was hoping that like if Zisha lost, there'd be a chance that I could win, but there's not. I need like 2 wins.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can only steal Tim's spot. So Zisha, you better win.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, you're right. Right. Never mind.
Okay. Match 3, Steph versus Chris. Who do you think is gonna win this match?
Steph. Based on raw potential and Envy having an easier week.
Based on Envy having the easiest week in the world.
Yeah.
If you look at Steph's team, it is really raw potential. I don't know why it hasn't been doing well. Like Ryu.
I mean,
they have good players, just not good scorers.
Yeah.
She's got like three good scorers, and then Ryu does alright more often than not, but not exceptionally.
Oda Wande does okay. Also easy week.
Oda always is okay, and Yellow is
Yellow can blow up from time to time.
Yeah, but he's usually kind of just whatever.
Yep. So I think. Oh, but you know what? Reckless and Febiven has blown up as well. So has Ray. So has Rainover, and so has Soaz.
Yeah.
Do you think Soaz is actually gonna blow up though?
No.
Against Splice and H2K, I don't think so.
Like I would say,
but haven't they been
Sneaky
doing
and
well?
Vincent and Reckless and Fevy are about matched up.
Yeah.
And then looking at the remainders,
it's pretty
Afromu.
even. It's very even.
Afromu is trash.
I don't like Soaz, Afromu, and Ray more than I don't like Ryu, Yellowstar, and Oda Omne.
You know what?
So
I think this
a
could go either way.
It's gonna be
it
an
could.
interesting one to watch. The fight for last place.
All it really takes is H2K doing not well, honestly.
Or
H2K's not doing well.
Fnatic doing really well.
Yeah.
They're facing G2. I think they're gonna like even out. So I think just based on strength of schedule, I'm going to give it to Steph.
Yeah.
We shall see. Okay, let's move into our minigame portion. This was pretty interesting. We have a lot of right picks this week. I think except for me. I think I got destroyed. So yeah, basically looking at the screen, you can see all the highlighted stuff, all the bolded stuff. We had Max Max destroyed it this week. He had 35 picks of his were in the top 8, and among those, 16 of them were in the top 4, and he picked them in the top 4 as well. And 5 of them were exactly like where he picked them. They're accurate to the T. So that's pretty solid, man. I think like most of them, each category, I think you pretty much got like at least 5 right in the top 8, and then 6.
Hey.
So that's 2 weeks that you win the mini game. I have yet to win.
So basically, what you're saying is I should have copied Max's predictions even harder than I already did.
Yes, you should have.
And my strategy didn't work so well this week. Max
Has
failed
your
me.
strategy worked well yet?
Yeah, last week I was 1 point behind Max.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I shit the bed last week, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. This week we both shit the bed, really. I just shit the bed
Well,
harder.
I mean, I was like 11 points ahead of you, and Max was like, what was it, 15 points ahead of me?
Yeah.
So there was a very clear tier going on.
Alright, so let's move into our predictions for this week. And Max, you could take it away.
I expect to score top again. Yes, I anticipate it. I'm not gonna say it, but I expect to score well. I also think Smitty J is gonna score well because it is a pretty easy week for Giants, and Giants is actually doing really well right now. I'm gonna give it to Impact as well. I think Impact is playing. Oh wait, C9's playing TL and Fox. TL is gonna be hard, but I think they can. I think they can pull it out. Let's see. Wonder up there because Splice is an easy week. Hunter and Hooney, I think they're going to balance each other out because I think TSM is going to go 3 games with Immortals, and they might go a slugfest, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. They're going to play really careful. So I'm going to give it, I think, that's why I'm putting Hunter and Hooney a lot lower. Lorlo up there as well because, once again, TL, they could go either way. I think TL is a pretty easy week, and Kiki's because he's on Fnatic, and Fnatic's doing not well as of late, but still better than other teams. Like I might replace Kiki's with like Steve or something because Steve is like what's his face? Steelback. It's like a great player on a trash team. So I can imagine Steve randomly having a really awesome game.
And he did do really well in the earlier part of the season against those teams.
Yeah.
I wanted to put Hooney in my top 8, but couldn't do it because of math. But I kind of see what you mean. Like, it's probably not going to be a slugfest. Like, knowing the way that Immortals plays, it's either gonna like snowball one way or snowball the other way, I feel.
Yeah. Or it's gonna be like really calculated, like Echo Fox versus CLG type of stuff.
Coming from Immortals, I don't see it. Coming from TSM, I could. Like,
Yeah.
TSM, if
I expect.
I feel like it's
I
gonna
expect
be
every game to end
TSM's
at 25
pace.
minutes.
Like, I feel like if TSM decides to play the long game, then they're gonna win, or they're gonna get lucky, and like snowball really early at the beginning, and just like capitalize off that. But if it's even lanes throughout the entire game, TSM I feel like is gonna win at the end.
Zija?
I think.
So you don't believe in Smitty J?
Wait, no. Well, I believe in him. I don't know where to put him.
Put him number 1.
Okay.
I
Fair
should
enough.
put him ahead of Hooney, though.
He deserves the number 1 spot.
Smitty J?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you say so. I really should just copy Max 100% and putting Smitty J at number 2. Bring me one step closer. I do think TSM and Immortals are going to end in like 25 minutes. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hoodie scored next to nothing this week.
Very
Maybe
well.
I'll do it. I'll think about it some more.
Alright, what about
And
jungle?
I guess for jungle,
What else?
for Jangle, I'm gonna put Trashy up there. Not because I think Trashy's the best jungler, but I think they have I imagine them going 4-0 this week. Okay? So, and then other than that, I'm gonna put Rain over second. I'm not gonna put Svenskeren up there because I'm pretty sure Svenskeren is still tilted from the Rengar. Even that win against whatever team they're playing, they didn't play so well. He didn't play so well. Meteos,
He
because
didn't die
just left
once.
us. Whatever, screw him. Trick. Trick is because, yeah, I think Trick might go 1-1 with Fnatic. I'm not sure. They might go 2-0. It's more likely G2 goes 2-0 against Fnatic, more so than 1-1. So I think I'm gonna put Trick up there and then put Dardoch because he's the cleanest non-import Lee Sin, and I'm gonna put Spirit up there as well because you know, Fnatic is kind of tilting, but they're still a pretty good team. I'm gonna put Prox in there. I guess everyone has Prox in there because Envy finally has a pretty good week, and I always liked Proxen. And then last in 8, I put Sven because he's tilting.
I don't even have Sven on my top 8. Apparently he's not gonna do too well
I don't
against
think
teams
Sven's
he plays
tilting as
against.
hard as you think he is.
But he might be tilting, and on top
Sven's
of
like-
that, he didn't do well against those teams anyways.
You know, I actually don't even want to put him in. Just put him in because he's like TSM, and TSM never loses, which is not true.
Yeah, they lost to Phoenix Swan.
Yeah, I'll put like Max Lore in there. You are be putting Max Lore.
Or move. Don't put in move. He's fine.
I don't think Weldon's gonna let Sven tilt past like a week.
Oh yeah, true. They have the
They're gonna
wild card
do
in
some
Weldon.
yoga and some meditation. And Sven's gonna start just shuffling all over the place.
Yep.
Alright, let's go to mid lane.
Jensen, because Jensen, body by Jensen. Senkux, as I said before, Splice is an easy week. And then Bjergsen, because I think either way Bjergsen is going to go off. Then I put Knight from Giants in there, because I think Knight has a pretty they have a pretty manageable matchup, and they have a pretty easy week. So I feel good about Knight. Perks, because G2, whatever. Featherman, because Fnatic, whatever. Povelter, because, yeah, I hope it turns into a
Immortals,
slugfest.
whatever.
Yep, and then Ninja, once again, easy week.
Actually, I think if you look at my things, I don't
Same.
have many of the C9 players up there. And I think there was some sort of bug where it showed that C9 players only had one game next week. And I was too fucking lazy to figure it out.
Oh,
So,
you had one job.
yeah, they're not in there. Stupid Riot. Hire better people.
Defeated because of a bug.
Yeah.
Blame Riot.
Zisha pretty much has the same people.
Yo, police is gonna go
I
off
think
this
most
week.
of both of our weeks. Yeah. No, most of both of our weeks are basically the same 8 teams, right? It's
Yeah.
like TSM, Immortals, G2, Fnatic, then Giants, Splice, and Envy,
Yep. I think
and then like something.
Ryu. I think H2K Ryu, and I think Huhi could go off.
Yeah, Ryu could go off. I don't know about
Yeah,
Ryu.
I think. Yeah. So like, if we're talking about easy weeks, there's Ryu and there's Huhi.
I didn't realize we were still on mid.
Yep.
They were on ADC. But, shit, what do I have here? Oh yeah, Fox. I believe in Fox this week.
Okay.
Fox.
All right, for ADC, I don't think there's anything too special there. I put in Fabi.
Police.
Fabi is TL, but Fabi never scores that well.
He's
But
not
actually,
carrying.
I think-
So
He's not
I
carrying
think
like
I'll
think
mention
Jacob
the
that's-
same
does.
as yours, except for Lot instead of Fabi, because I think Lot will still do better than Fabi.
That is true.
But Veritas though, and don't sleep on Mr. Alice.
Okay, you know what? Veritas, I think I'll give it to you as well because Unicorn has also been doing a lot better as of late. They are not about to get relegated. They're in playoff position. Compared to how crap they were in the start of the season, they're doing all right by all means.
Yeah, they went from total shit to not shit really anymore.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced. Veritas especially.
But Mr. Alice?
Maybe.
I think the
That's 'cause
casters
you're
made a very
Alice.
good point, which none of you caught because you guys probably didn't watch it, but they're like, hey, Schalke has really good mechanical players, and you know, back in the start of the split, when like no one has the macro game down, and everyone's just beating you, like everyone's just like going solo queue clown fiesta. That's why Schalke is doing well because they beat you by mechanics alone. But now that people are lane swapping a lot better, the macro game's a lot better, and the individual mechanics don't matter as much, and this could also be translated to Envy. They had a easy start to the split schedule wise, and plus they also have very good mechanical players, so that's probably what I would attribute their early season success to.
I really don't like the fact that I have Stixley as number 1 up there. It's the most annoying thing in the world.
Who did
Hate Stixley.
who did CLG play? Or who is CLG playing again?
CRG's playing TL and Fox, I think.
They're
They
not
did well
super
against
good
TL
teams.
last time, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why he's
CRG's,
number 1.
No, CRG's playing Apex and Energy.
Oh, okay.
He did
who
very
didn't
well
they do
against
well
both
against
teams.
that? Did they? Oh.
According to maths, he's number 1 on my list.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. He shouldn't be in my top 8.
Your number 1 is 6A and your number 2 is police. Thanks, math. Thanks, sample size of 1.
Yep, sample size of 1 game. Alright, let's go to supports.
I think there's nothing really special to see here other than I put Afromu at 7. I mean, Afromu scored really terribly in that game against TL. He had like 0, 2, and 8 in like one game where Chris needed him to score well to beat me, and Afro just like it was a huge slugfest because they were diving TL over and over and over again. But then the problem was like Afro was never there.
Was that the one where they kept dancing around the dragon? With the bard?
Yeah. Oh, they had a really good play. I think, it was that game with TL versus someone, right? I remember it was it was versus, it was with CLG. What they did was they no, it was Echo Fox and CLG or something. So anyways, someone, they, you know how they were dancing around mid lane at the start of the game? I think it was Huhi harassed Froggen, so that Froggen had to back off away from like the middle of the lane, and that gave Afromu enough fog of war to sneak into the river brush, and he landed a hook onto the jungler, and he got first blood that way. And I was like, wow, that's like a genius play.
I remember that, I think.
Yeah. It was like CLG. It was CLG versus Echo Fox, right?
It might have been.
If it was Froggen, then yes.
But yeah, I think that was like a really genius play. Like I still can't get over it. Yes, it was CLG versus Echo Fox. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, I put Afromu there at 7, and then that was basically it. There's like nothing special here. They're your normal high scorers.
I want to put Smoothie in my top 8, but bugs.
All right, guess we'll do
Smoothie's even
teams.
worse than normal.
Hmm?
For your Smoothie's even worse than most of your predictions. It's like half a game sample size.
But the games he plays is like, it's good. But like, yeah.
I think the entire Team 8, the remainders of Team 8, they're all really good. Like Calitros was good, Smoothie is good. Like Dodo, okay, Dodo was pretty bad. Maple Street was, nah, who was the mid lane?
I mean, they were kind of just like flashy solo queue mechanical players, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So they were all like good, just not really a team.
I don't remember who their mid laner is. It's bothering me. I'm gonna look it up. Someone continue the conversation.
So top 8 teams somehow have CLG at number 2. I don't like CLG, clearly. And I have UOL at number 8. Believe in the unicorns.
You know what? I can believe UOL being in the top 8. I have Envy number 1 just because they have the clearest easy. And then other than that, most of mine mirror Max's picks once again.
We all have TSM
guys,
and TL in the same spot.
I'm tripping because apparently Smoothie was not on Teammates. What am I talking about?
I don't know. You do trip sometimes.
I trip pretty hard. Yeah, continue.
Not much to say about it. Like, most of us have pretty similar picks.
Max, why do you have a top 8?
Huh? Whatever what?
LG in your top 8, you think they're gonna do well enough?
Who?
CLG.
Yeah, I just put them in there because I think they normally score very well. Okay, Smoothie was on TDK, and then he was on TL, and then he was on TLA, and now he's on C9. Was he a bench on TL?
Yeah. Well, he started a little bit at the beginning of the spring split. Because Piglet wanted him, remember?
Oh yeah, and then they had Matt. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was on TDK. There you go. Okay. You got my history right. Never mind. Teammate sucks. Smoothie's good.
Hey, but Dodo's a good coach.
Yes. So apparently Team 8 is still around, but their active roster only has Slushy.
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 The active roster only has Slushy? So basically they don't have other 4 members of the team?
Nope.
Just one man's all 5 positions.
Are you getting this information?
Yep.
Maybe they'll buy out.
Are you sure Team 8 still exists?
Team
Where are you
Liquid
getting
Academy.
this information from?
Wait, what?
Where are you getting this information from?
The CLG one? Or
Yeah, the
the
Team
other
8
stuff? I'm
only
getting
has
on
one player.
Wikipedia.
Well, Slushy is the only one with like a linkable, like with an actual profile. They have like 2 other like random American players. God, this podcast went way off the rails.
Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for the projections for week 9.
Yeah. Okay. What next?
What's the best
It's like-
Pokemon you've caught so far?
I have a Kabuto.
Oh yeah, I have one. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to evolve it.
Finally got enough Pokemon to pop a lucky egg and do like 70 evolutions.
What level are you now?
I have not been playing Pokemon Go. It's just I don't walk around enough, and
Told you
well,
can't
I
stick
do,
your
but then
hand
I
out the
just don't.
window.
Yeah, I can stick my hand out the window. I can get like 3 Pokeballs when I remember, but yeah, other than that, it's just I don't have enough data or battery life to do it.
I ordered a power bank.
So,
It should show up on Friday, hopefully.
yep.
Costco power bank.
Yep. I've been playing Overwatch. It's pretty fun. It's pretty brain dead. I like it.
You
I wouldn't say I
messaged
like it
me.
more than League. I wouldn't say I like it more than League, but
It is fun.
but
Like,
it's
You
like a
messaged
much.
me once, and you were like, "Oh, you should play Overwatch. It's as cancer as League, but at least it's shorter."
it's.
Who?
I want to say, well,
You.
there's not as
Oh,
much
yeah.
shit talking. That's for sure too.
Yeah, like no one really shit talks, and as
I don't
long
have
as you
time
don't,
to
you're not
shit
playing
talk.
ranked, it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're not playing ranked, it's fine. Like I have not been trash talked, and I suck at FPS. So it's not bad. It's $50, so it's still money, but
What, you paid
like
50?
I paid 50.
Oh, with tax, right?
That's like with conversion with tax.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the good thing about Overwatch is everything is unlocked and the games are pretty fast, and you have a sandbox mode. And
Sandbox mode. Hey.
yeah, and it's it's okay to feed as long as you're not feeding too badly. And if you like, okay, we're all at least silver level in League, right? So we have good concepts of like, holding on to cooldowns and like, like kiting backwards and all that kind of stuff. And like you guys play CS:GO, so you guys aren't idiots. And I played a lot of TF2, so I think we will do okay in that game. I mean, you
I
win
don't
some and you
play
lose some,
CS:GO.
but
Yeah, from what I recall, Zicho was pretty bad at CS:GO.
yeah. No,
I don't
Okay, but-
think I'm rank 3 in CS:GO yet.
yeah, but like I think a lot of heroes in Overwatch are very similar to League champions, and because they're similar to League champions, you can get an idea of how to play them. For example, you literally have a guy that gives you either a speed up aura or a healing aura through a speakers.
Yeah.
He's literally Black Sona. And so how do you play Black Sona?
He's
You
Lucian
like you
mixed with Sona.
yeah, like essentially. And then you have like this guy called Torbjorn, which is basically like the NG from TF2. If you play TF2, then it's like, oh yeah, this guy's pretty brain dead. So yeah, it's like I feel like playing a lot of League has prepared me for Overwatch because a lot of stuff is transferable.
To me, I feel like it's just basically Team Fortress with ultimates.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It is just that.
Blizzard TF2.
Yeah, I think TF2 is harder though. Overwatch is pretty
Is
brain
it?
dead. TF2 is harder.
What's your favorite champion to play in Overwatch?
Overwatch, I like when I play FPS, I always play snipers, so I'm good at like I've played Hanzo the most, so he's like the Yasuo with a bow.
Right.
And the new support that came out, Ana, she's a like sniper healer, and
I
I'm
haven't tried her
pretty
yet.
like I like her quite a lot as well.
I haven't tried her at all.
And then if I had to go offense, I play a Braindead 76 because he's like a COD character in Overwatch.
Yeah, I play 76 a lot too.
Yeah, he's so brain dead.
He
His ultimate
is.
is like his ultimate is the ultimate brain dead because it's like I don't even need to aim. I just like hold the left click. And for tanks, I play Roadhog because he's basically Blitzcrank.
Yeah, I like playing
Yeah.
Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Junkrat.
Oh,
Pharah.
Junkrat is like, okay, Junkrat is the play of the game bait because anytime you ultimate, it's probably play of the game.
It's the most annoying shit in the world. I hate Junkrat.
Yes.
I hate playing against Junkrats, which makes me
Yeah.
play Junkrat myself.
Yeah.
I like Pharah a lot too.
Oh yeah, Farah's pretty good. Farah's like Soldier from TF2.
Yeah, and Bastion. This is one of those guys.
Okay. On a scale of like 1 to brain dead, Bastion is like the ultimate brain dead. Soldier 76 is like maybe like a 7 on that scale. Bastion's like 100% like off the chart brain dead.
Bastion is one of those guys you love to have in your team, but you absolutely hate playing against. It's the dumbest shit in the world.
Oh, okay. This is the best thing. Instead of Vayne spotting, there's Genji spotting.
Yeah, I hate Genji. Well, I gotta catch
Yes.
a Weedle.
Okay, but anyways, yeah, like I'm not gonna play competitive Overwatch, but like in the couple of minutes I've played Overwatch, I enjoy it very much. I did not expect to enjoy it this much because I thought, okay, it's just gonna be like a different TF2, but there is more charm to Overwatch than TF2.
Yeah. I think that having the ultimates like definitely adds a
Yes.
completely new ultimate or element to the game.
Yes, for sure.
And you can change the tide with like a few ultimates. Like Hanzo's ultimate is just stupid. Like in narrow
Oh yeah,
maps.
bring that dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a good ult will wreck your fucking team, especially if you're one of those stupid, comps where you have your Reinhardt defending the
Yeah, like
escorting.
you have Reinhardt and you have Zarya.
Yeah, and then you have like a Bastion on top of the the escort.
Yeah.
It's like the stupidest shit.
Hanzo and the brain dead dragon. Yep.
It's pretty fun.
All right, okay, yep. I'm done talking about Overwatch. We can move on to whatever game we want to talk about next. We can talk about Team USA.
Was shitting on China?
They murdered China somehow. It's
What
not
do you-
somehow they
what do you mean
murdered
somehow?
China.
It's like expected.
Yo, that rule for international basketball with where you can interfere with a ball above the rim. That's murder. That's like a field day for DeAndre Jordan. So you don't get called for goaltending if you like put in a ball which is like rattling around the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's BS. And he was like, DeAndre Jordan was abusing all the Chinese players, but granted, the Chinese players are like skinny 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
So the Chinese players actually look pretty good. Like they look like they could amount to something, and they didn't just roll over and die. Well, they kind of did, but they not really.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't seen an actual Chinese player since like Yi
Jin Lian.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin doesn't count.
He doesn't count. He's American.
Yeah. No. Okay. Why didn't they invite Jeremy Lin to the Team USA? That would have been great. China would have been so pissed.
I don't know if he would be good enough to play.
I
Because
think
realistically,
he's good enough. Have you
looking
seen,
at the
other?
cards, like,
He didn't even get invited to the select scrim team.
of course not.
No, but like the scrim team is so trash.
Well, he wasn't even an NBA All-Star.
No. But I think Jeremy Lin's good enough to at least get into USA, the select team. Like, is it systematic racism where it's like, oh, Jeremy Lin's yellow, so we can't let him in. He has to be white or black.
It could be, but there's also the thing that Jeremy Lin,
Systematic racism.
he's one of those players that he has to find the system that works for him, because he's not the type of player who adjusts to a system.
Yeah, true.
So-
He plays more. He plays better in pick and rolls. I don't think Team USA is playing a lot of pick and rolls, but when they did, that was like pretty brutal.
Yeah. So
Because you had, oh man, there was like a bunch of plays where they had Kyrie Irving coming off like a high screen and roll. That was brutal because he was just murdering everyone left and right.
yeah, I saw a lot of crossover highlights and shit like that.
Yep.
Um,
Okay. The thing I don't get about Team China is they're always they're always doing full court press. So people like DeRozan and Kyrie Irving are just like crossing everyone up and they're just blowing by them. And when they do screen and rolls, they don't hedge, and when they do hedge, it's like they're hedging on Draymond Green, who just like goes in and he just like dunks on everyone. So I guess it's partially Team USA is really good, and partially I don't know if they're playing against the USA players the right way.
yeah, I think coaching is probably not up to par. Maybe they're
Yeah,
really
whatever,
stubborn
just-
with their style of play, but obviously they're not keeping up, but they're not adjusting as well either.
Yeah. Granted, they are facing Team USA, so that's kind of a little unfair.
True. Is there anything on Team
On top of
Canada?
basketball as well. Oh, Team Canada got knocked out. They didn't have Wiggins. They didn't have anyone. They got knocked out.
No Tristan Thompson, right? No, I think Tristan Thompson did.
No,
play.
Tristan Thompson. We got knocked out in like a very. I forgot how we got knocked out, but yeah, we're out of it.
That
But
sucks.
with our team, we would have gotten murdered as well because we didn't have Wiggins, we had Bennett, we had Corey Joe,
Yeah,
and we didn't have that many people. So the Neil and Confidence, we had Jay Triano as a coach.
Yeah, he is a Team Canada coach. So he has
He is a
help
Team
from
Canada
Steve
coach.
Nash.
Yeah, Steve Nash is just the GM. Steve Nash doesn't give a crap.
Was Kelly Olynyk playing?
No, he wasn't. So yeah, Olenek wasn't playing. Wiggins wasn't playing. Who's that really tall, lanky guy in Dallas? That guy wasn't playing.
Dwight Powell?
Huh? Yeah, Dwight Powell.
Is Dwight Powell
No,
Canadian?
yeah, Dwight. Yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah.
I saw him at Hoop Dome. He was playing in the
Really?
court next to me. Yeah. And I was like,
Oh,
this guy kind of sucks.
he's okay. He's good for highlights.
Because
He's good stretch 4-ish.
we were playing, and then after the people who were at the gate, the money gate, they're like, hey, don't go over to that court and disturb Dwight. And he just said Dwight. So I was like, what? It's like, Dwight's here? And he's like, yeah, man. And after I looked over, I'm looking for Dwight Howard. Like, I don't see no fucking Dwight. And then I realized it was Dwight Powell. And I was like, oh, who the fuck cares about this guy? This guy's a Cleveland Cavalier bench warmer right now.
No, he's still in Dallas.
At the time, he was a...
But yeah.
Yeah, at the time,
Oh,
he
was he?
Cleveland.
He wasn't Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, yep. I'm done with the NBA talk. And yeah, as usual, we went off the rails. Hey, we're approaching our 1 hour mark.
Wait, what level are you guys on Pokemon?
I'm at level 6.
8?
6.
I'm pretty high.
What are you?
I haven't been playing. Just no time to play.
Level 20.
Same.
Oh, you're level 20 already, Zisha?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you've been farming hard.
Dude, I haven't been playing that much.
Yeah, it's unemployment plus no life.
No,
There's combination.
I
That
did the
helps.
math yesterday. I've averaged 2 hours of actually walking around and playing Pokemon Go a day.
2 hours a
my
day?
rarest Pokemon is
Yeah.
That's a lot.
my rarest Pokemon
Fuck.
is an Eevee or a Kabuto.
I caught a Magmar.
Probably Kabuto. A Magnemite?
Magmar.
A
That's pretty
Magmar.
good.
I hatched a Magmar.
I had to Electabuzz. And
No, I've been mostly just catching Pokemon that appears on top of my house and then waiting till I have 60 of them and then popping a lucky egg and evolving all of them.
I'm trying to
All right.
collect.
I think we should wrap up this podcast. I'm dead.
Yeah, I
Alright.
have to go drink some water before I die of heat stroke.
I am gonna potentially go catch Pokemon.
No, I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed.
Peace.
Yeah.